My voice is clear, no?
Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Okay. See, today the topic is advance payments. Advance payments to vendors, or these advance payments to vendors are also called down payments on current assets. See, normally what happens is, first normal business process like this. First we place the order with the vendor, and the vendor delivers the goods. Then after that only we make the payment to vendor. Even though it is payment immediate, after receipt of the goods only we make the payment to vendor. That is the normal business process. But sometimes the vendor may require us to make the payment before delivering the goods. So if you make the payment to vendor before delivering the goods, that is called advance payment. So normally the advance payments are required when the vendor is very new to us, or sometimes even in the case of regular vendors, the value of the goods to be supplied are of very high value, right? In that case, the vendor may require us to pay some amount before delivery of the goods. So that is called advance payments. So during the course of the business, we may have to pay advances to many vendors. In that case, how to process them in SAP. So SAP classifies the business transactions with vendors into normal business transactions and special business transactions. Two types of business transactions: normal business transactions and special business transactions. The normal business transactions include purchases, payments, and returns. Returns means purchase returns. See, these are only the three normal business transactions. Normal business transactions include only three, that is purchases, payments, and purchase returns. Then the special business transactions include advance payments to vendors, also called down payments on current assets, bills of exchange, and guarantees. That means all the business transactions other than purchases, payments, and returns, they are called special business transactions. Remember, all the business transactions other than purchases, payments, and purchase returns, they are called special business transactions. The special business transactions are to be dealt in a separate way. That means while presenting in the balance sheet, they should not be included in the normal balances to vendors. So we have to maintain a separate reconciliation account for the special business transactions. Say, for example, right, we have 1,000 vendors, right? So today we are preparing balance sheet. To all the 1,000 vendors, let us assume you have to pay 10 lakh rupees, right? This is called sundry creditors. And the sundry creditors is displayed on the liability side of the balance sheet as 10 lakhs. Now, out of this 1,000 vendors, to some 100 vendors, you have paid 2 lakh advance. This is the advance to vendors. So advances to vendors is a part of current assets. We paid advance. So till we receive the material from the vendor, the advance we paid to vendor is a part of your current assets. So you have paid 2 lakh rupees as advance to vendors. Then this is to be displayed on assets side of the balance sheet. You cannot say your net creditors are 8 lakhs. You cannot display your net creditors as 8 lakhs. No, that is not correct accounting wise. We have to display 10 lakhs as a liability as sundry creditors on the liability side. We have to display advances to vendors total as an asset on the assets of the balance sheet. So here, in order to display sundry creditors total, we created the sundry creditors account as reconciliation account. Now we have to display advances to vendors total on the asset side. For that purpose, we have to create this advances to vendors account again as a reconciliation account. Clear? That's the meaning of that statement. The special business transactions are to be dealt in a separate way. While presenting in the balance sheet, they should not be included in the normal balances to vendors. So we have to maintain a separate reconciliation account for the special business transactions. Special GL account. The reconciliation account maintained in the general ledger for the special business transactions to vendors and customers. Here I told you advances to vendors is a special business transaction, right? For this special business transaction, we are maintaining one reconciliation account, advances to vendors, right? This advances to vendors reconciliation account is called special GL account. Not only advances to vendors, all the reconciliation accounts which are created for special business transactions are called special GL account. Then special GL indicator. Here, it is the key which specifies the nature of the special business transaction. That means here we have the number of special business transactions, like advances is a special business transaction, then bills of exchange or bills payable is a special business transaction. Sometimes we provide the bank guarantees to the vendor regarding the payments. So this is also a special business transaction. Like that, there are a number of special business transactions. In that case, how the system can differentiate the nature of the special business transactions? For that, it uses the special GL indicator. The special GL indicator specifies the nature of the special business transaction. Advances to vendors is represented with A. Bills of exchange is represented with W. Guarantees is represented with G. And these special GL indicators were already defined in the system. If necessary, we can also define our own special GL indicators as a consultant. Now, advance to vendors. SAP displays the account balances and line items for the normal business transactions and special business transactions separately for every vendor. Then, see here, this I will explain you, this one, right? SAP displays the account balances and line items for the normal business transactions and special business transactions separately for every vendor. This statement I will explain you, I will show you while posting the advances and invoices. Now, when we pay advance to vendor, right, that is always posted, that is always entered in accounts payable only by accounts payable clerk. Then the system will debit the vendor account and credit the bank account, right? So when the vendor account is debited in the accounts payable, again, a reconciliation account, advances to vendors account, which we create in the general ledger accounting is updated. Remember, for every business transaction we post in accounts payable, one reconciliation account should be updated in the general ledger. It's a rule. Because here, accounts payable is called subsidiary ledger. Accounts payable is called subsidiary ledger. In the subsidiary ledger, we maintain the details of the business transactions. Then the summary of these business transactions should be maintained in the general ledger in reconciliation account. Because the total information required to prepare the financial statements is taken from the general ledger accounting only. That's why for every business transaction we post in accounts payable, one reconciliation account is updated in the general ledger. If it is the normal business transaction posted, normal reconciliation account, sundry creditors is updated. If it is the special business transactions posted, the special reconciliation account or the special GL account is updated in the general ledger, right? So when the advance is entered in the accounts payable, vendor account is debited, right? In addition to that, system automatically debits advances to vendor's account, which we create as a reconciliation account in the general ledger, is also updated. This I will show you clearly while posting the transaction. Why? Because we have to display the total amount of advances to vendors, and that figure should be taken from the general ledger accounting only. Then we have to understand the entries posted in the normal accounting and in SAP. First, we will see how the entries are posted in non-SAP. For the advance payment, debit advance to vendor's account, credit to bank account. So this advance to vendor's account is current asset. Then after we pay the advance to vendor, vendor delivers the goods. Vendor delivers the goods. That is called purchase, right? So for the purchase, debit inventory of raw material account, credit to vendor account. So according to purchase entry, vendor is credited, right? Which means that you have to pay 10,000 to the vendor, right? But already we have paid advance 10,000, which is existing as a debit balance in the advances to vendor's account, right? So actually, you need not pay anything to vendor. But in accounts, at one point, it is showing debit. At another point, it is showing credit. So this advance to vendor is to be set off against the vendor account. For setting off, vendor account debtor to advances to vendor's account. In the purchase entry, vendor account is credited here. In the set off entry, we are debiting here. So vendor account balance becomes 0. Then in the advance paid entry, advance to vendor's account is debited. Now it is credited. So the balance in the advance to vendor's account becomes 0 again. That's how the entries are posted in the normal accounting. But in SAP, how the entries are posted. This I will explain while doing the end user transactions. So first you have to create the GL account, advances to vendor's account, as a special GL. Special GL means reconciliation account, right? So advance to vendors is part of our current assets. So this account is to be created under the current assets account group. And we have defined the number range 2,100,000 to 2,199,000 for the current assets, right? So I have taken 2,150,000 just like that. Transaction code FS00. GL account is equal to 2,150,000. Company code SSPM. Sorry, SSKH, right? Company code SSKH. Go to menu GL account create. The account group is equal to current assets, loans, and advances. Select balanced account. Short text is equal to advance to vendor's account. Short text is equal to advance to vendor's account. GL account long text is also advances to vendor's account. GL account long text is also advances to vendor's account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Reconciliation account for account type vendors. Reconciliation account for account type vendors. Select line item display. Sort key 012. Within brackets vendor number. Within brackets vendor number. So here, suppose for example, for 200 vendors, you have paid advance. Okay, for 20 vendors, you have paid advance. In that case, to which vendor, how much advance you have paid? So the line items are to be maintained according to vendor number, right? That's why normally for the advances to vendors account, the sort key is 012. Then go to create bank interest tab, field status group G067. Click on save. Now, some space is here, right? Please write down there. Please write down. For every business transaction, we post in accounts payable. For every business transaction we post in accounts payable, one reconciliation account is updated. One reconciliation account should be updated. One reconciliation account should be updated in the general ledger. One reconciliation account should be updated in the general ledger. That is, for the normal business transactions posted, that is, for the normal business transactions posted in the accounts payable, the normal reconciliation account, is updated. The normal reconciliation account, that is sundry creditors account, is updated in the general ledger. Full stop. For the special business transactions posted, in the accounts payable, the special reconciliation account, within brackets, special GL account, is updated in the general ledger. For example, for the advance payments posted, in accounts payable, the respective special GL account, advances to vendors account, is updated in the general ledger. So it's a rule, okay? Now, associate sundry creditors account with advances to vendors account, right? Below the step, please put heading note. Note. It is mandatory that every special GL account should be linked with the normal reconciliation account. Every special GL account should be linked with the normal reconciliation account. So first let us do the step. Again, I will explain why every special GL account should be linked with the normal reconciliation account. See, associate sundry creditors account with advances to vendors account. Transaction code OBYR. See, this is the account type, right? Then these are the special GL indicators. A for down payment on current assets, right? Then B for financial assets down payment. F, down payment request. So what is this down payment request? We have the separate topic. I will explain at that time. Right? Then I, down payment on intangible asset. See, B for financial asset down payment. I for down payment on intangible assets, like patents. Suppose you are applying for the patents. So you have paid some advance to government, right? They are called down payment on intangible assets, which is represented with the I. Right? M, tangible asset down payment, means at the time of purchasing the fixed assets. Suppose, right, you have booked a car, four-wheeler. So you pay some token advance, right? Even though the car value is 20 lakhs, you pay some 25,000 or 50,000 as a token advance. Even though the amount is very small, when compared to the total value of the car, it's an advance payment, no? Suppose you're purchasing on plant and machinery. So you have paid advance, right? And you're purchasing on land, right? So on the sale agreement, you have paid some advance. So like that, they are represented with M. So these are the special GL indicators, right? So here our required special GL indicator is A, down payment on current assets. Double click on down payment on current assets. Chart of accounts, SSKH. Click on enter. Reconciliation account, 1,05,505. Reconciliation account, 1,05,505. Sundry creditors, right? Then special GL account, 2,150,000. 2,150,000. Advances to vendors account. Click on save. Now, why we have to link these two GL accounts? See, here, we have to display total sundry creditors in the balance sheet. So for that purpose, what we have done, what is the setting we have done? We have created this sundry creditors account as reconciliation account, right? Then the sundry creditors reconciliation account was assigned in every vendor account, right? See. FS00. 1,05,505. This is the reconciliation account for account type vendors. So we have created sundry creditors account as reconciliation account, right? Then in every vendor master record, XK02. $1,851. See, we have created sundry creditors account as reconciliation account. Then that reconciliation account is assigned in every vendor master record. As a result, when we post any business transaction, whether purchase, payment, or purchase return, right? This reconciliation account in the general ledger is also automatically updated. So from this account, the total sundry creditors is taken to balance sheet, right? Now, your requirement is you have to display the total amount of advances to vendors as a separate total figure. So we have created this advance to vendors account again as a reconciliation account. This is advances to vendors, right? So this advances to vendors account was created as a reconciliation account. Now, again, we have to assign this advances to vendors account 2,150,000 in the vendor master account. But already we have assigned the reconciliation account 1,05,000. So there is no any other field reconciliation account number 2 like that, right? Getting my point? So you cannot assign this advances to vendors account in the vendor master record, right? That's why we link advances to vendors account, right, to the sundry creditors reconciliation account. We assign advances to vendors account, right, to the sundry creditors reconciliation account. So at the time of posting the advance, the user enters the special GL indicator. The user enters the special GL indicators. So as soon as the system identifies the special GL indicator, it understands that, right? Okay, it is a special business transaction. For every special business transaction, I have to update the special reconciliation account. So where is the special reconciliation account? It cannot find it in the master record. But for this reconciliation account, already we linked the advances to vendors account, no? So instead of updating this account, right, the system will update this advances to vendors account. So we double click on A, right? Then this is linked to sundry creditors. So whenever the system notices A in the business transaction, the system will update advances to vendors account instead of this normal reconciliation account, right? So these special GL accounts are also called alternate reconciliation accounts. Clear? That's why we have to assign every special GL account, right, to the normal reconciliation account. Clear for everybody? Clear for everybody? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No?
Yep.
Okay. Now, below the slide, please write down again. All the special GL accounts, are also called, alternate reconciliation accounts. Now, end user transactions, advance payment posting, F-48. Document date is 15/2/2023. Type is KZ. Company code SSKH. Sorry. Company code SSKH. Posting date 15/2/2023. Period level. Currency INR. Under vendor, account is 1851. Under vendor, account is 1851. Special GL indicator is equal to A. Special GL indicator is equal to A. Under bank, account is 2,101. Business area SSKH, amount is equal to 10,000. Amount is equal to 10,000. Text being advance paid to vendor. Text being advance paid to vendor. Click on enter. See, under bank, by mistake, I entered the wrong account, 20,101. System is saying that a GL account does not exist. Amount is equal to asterisk. Business area SSKH. Text please. Click on save. Now, let us display the document now. Go to menu document to display. Look at the screen. HDFC Bank current account is credited. Right? Then VG and company is debited. Sign, with the help of the sign, I'm saying, right? Plus means a debit, right? But you see the posting keys. Posting key 29 and special GL indicator A. Yes means special GL indicator. Special GL indicator. Yes. Sorry, A, right? Now, write down there. Posting key 29. Posting key 29. Debit for vendor. Sorry. What I was saying? Yeah. Posting key 29. Posting key 29. Debit for vendor for special GL. Debit for vendor for special GL. Special GL indicator A represents. Special GL indicator A represents. Special GL indicator A represents advance. So 29A represents. So 29A represents debit for vendor. Debit for vendor for advance. Debit for vendor for advance. Look at this scale. So VG and company is debited towards advance payment, right? Now, listen to me carefully now. VG and company is debited towards the advance, right? Advance means special business transaction. I told you for every special business transaction, the system will update the special reconciliation account in the general ledger. So for advances, what is the special reconciliation account? Advances to vendors, right? So if you click on the general ledger view, see, in the place of vendor, advances to vendors account is debited. So if you go to FS10N or FAGLB03, balance will be there. See, 10,000. So for every normal business transactions posted in accounts payable, normal reconciliation account is updated in the general ledger. For every special business transactions posted in the accounts payable, the respective special GL account is updated in the general ledger. Clear? So the entry that is posted in SAP is vendor account data to bank, right? So this vendor debit will update advances to vendors reconciliation account. So this vendor debit updates advances to vendors account reconciliation account. Clear? Now see the next step. Check party account, FBL 1M. Vendor account is 1851. Company code SSKH. Select to open items. Open key date 15/2/2023. Then under type, select to normal items. Look at the screen. Under type, select to normal items. Normal items means dues towards the invoices. So suppose if you want to display invoices pending for payment, you select to normal items. But if you want to display what are the advances paid and pending for adjustment, you select to special GL transactions. So according to material, first select to normal items. Layout is one SAP. Click on execute. See, in the normal items, there is no invoices pending for payment. Okay. Now, select the special GL transactions. Click on execute. See, under the special GL, there is one open item. Under the special GL, right? There is one open item. This is 10,000. 10,000. So how can you say this is advance open item? How can you say this is advance payment? See, documented KZ, right? So payment to vendor. So payment to vendor means it may be the payment towards the invoice or it may be the payment towards the advance. Then how the user can understand this 10,000 is the advance payment? Just now you posted, that's why you can say advance payment, right? But how user can understand this is the advance payment? After 10 days, you are looking the open items.
By looking at A?
Sorry?
Special GL indicator.
Yes, exactly. Special GL indicator, A. So, user can understand that it is the advance payment. Suppose if it is the part payment towards the invoice, part payment is also shown as open items, right? So if it is the part payment towards the invoice, special GL indicator A will not be there. That is the use of the special GL indicators. Okay, we have paid advance, right? Then vendor has delivered the goods. And also we receive the purchase invoice. So purchase invoice posting, F-43. Document date is 15/2/2023. Type is KR. Company code SSKH. Posting date 15/2/2023. Period 11. Currency INR. Posting key 31. Account is 1851. Click on enter. See, when you're posting the invoice to any vendor, and if any advance is already available, the system will display the message. 10,000 down payment on current asset exists. The amount is equal to 10,000. Business area SSKH. Payment terms 0001. Baseline date 15/2/2023. Text being goods purchased. Text being goods purchased. Posting key 40. The account is 2,120,000. Click on enter. The amount is asterisk. Business area SSKH. Text plus. Click on save. Now let us display the document again. See, Vijay and company is credited. Posting key 31, right? Posting key 31 means credit for vendor for invoice. and inventory of raw material account is debited. Now, this vendor is credited towards purchase invoice, right? Purchase invoice means normal business transaction. So for every normal business transaction, the system will update the normal reconciliation account. So what is the normal reconciliation account? Sundry creditors, right? So if you click on the general ledger view, see, the system is updating sundry creditors account. So if you go to FS10N or FAGLB03, see, in the advances to vendors, there is a debit balance. It is displayed on the asset side. If you prepare the balance sheet now, it's a debit balance, right? Means asset side. Now, 1,505,000. Sundry creditors, right? 10,000 credit balance is there. Debit 2,70,000, credit 2,80,000. So credit balance is 10,000. The sundry creditors credit balance is displayed on liability side. Balance sheet is tallied. Your balance sheet requirement is met. Now, check party account, FBL1M. Sorry, the entry that is posted in SAP is for purchases. In SAP, entry is inventory of raw material account data to vendor account. Okay. This vendor credit will update sundry creditors raw material account reconciliation account. Here credit balance 10,000, here debit balance 10,000. Balance sheet is tallied. Now, after posting the purchase invoice, check party account, FBL1M. Vendor account is 1851. Company code SSKH. Select to open items. Operate key date 15/2/2023. Under type, select to normal items. Click on execute and observe the document status. See, in the normal items, now there is a credit item. In the normal items, there is a credit item now. Okay. Click on back arrow. Select to special GL transactions. Then you have to deselect normal items. Click on execute. See, in the special GL, there is one open item with a debit. So in the normal, that is under the invoices, there is a credit to open item which you have to pay. But in advances, there is a debit to open item. This is what I told you. SAP displays the SAP displays the account balances and the line items. Forget about the account balances for the time being. SAP displays the line items for normal business transactions and the special business transactions separately for every vendor, right? So this is the normal business special transaction, and this is the normal transaction. Right? Similarly, account balance also will be displayed separately. If you go to FK10N, in the vendor account, you have the two tabs. Balances, special GL. See here, SAP displays the account balances separately for every vendor for normal business transactions and special business transactions, right? See, balances means normal business transaction. In the normal business transactions, credit balance 10,000 is there, right? Now you click on special GL. So under the special GL, there is a debit balance. See, down payment on current assets, 10,000 debit. Total 10,000 debit. Account summary nil. But the account summary is nil, right? But in special GL, 10,000 debit balance is there. In the normal GL, 10,000 credit balance is there. Now you have to transfer the advance to invoice. That is the next step. transfer the advance to invoice, transfer advance from special GL to normal GL by clearing the special GL. Means transfer of advance to invoice within brackets, transfer of advance to invoice. This I will explain in tomorrow's class because a lot of posting is have to be explained. Any questions from anybody? This Saturday, Sunday, we do have the class. Okay, then see you tomorrow.